Hey, that's the thing. That's the thing. To Overture 49?
I think so.
I think so. We'll find out. We'll find out. Live fact checking. Nolan is coming home for Christmas with the Cranks.
I wish.
Or
Listen, I'm having 8 crazy nights.
tell us about Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights. I've never seen that movie.
Really never seen that.
No.
It's the perfect movie to watch if it's like
How much?
8 o'clock on a Saturday and you're just there's nothing to watch on Comedy Central.
Oh, you want
Except for
some
that.
trash? So it's some trash.
Yeah. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it's awful.
Is
A lot of useless.
Yeah, I've
Sorry, go ahead.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Okay. It's like an Adam Sandler movie, but it's animated, so there's a lot of fart jokes and poop jokes.
Okay, so which
things like
kind
that.
of Adam Sandler movie?
Little Nicky.
Okay, there we go. there we
Immediately,
there we go.
that's what it is.
See, because it's kind of like we've talked about it many times, and we will continue to talk about it forever. But like, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are pretty good Adam Sandler movies.
Uh, Certified gold.
I will
Fantastic.
even put Big Daddy on the list, even though Big Daddy is basically just like Billy Madison again. Like mentally, those two movies are the same, except this time he has a kid.
It's Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, then it's Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds, and Waterboy.
Yeah, that's like tier 2.
Yeah,
Like
two.
like the tier 1 is Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, and then like your tier 2, yeah, like Waterboy. I would
Waterboy.
put Mr. Deeds and
I put 51st Dates down there too.
I haven't seen that one. Like my Adam Sandler, I've only seen Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. I think I saw Waterboy. I started to see not Bill, Little Nicky, and gave up.
So Anger Management is also up there at the top.
And then the rest I just ignored.
Oh man, Anger Management's a great one. Punch Drunk Love, that's a tier 2 one.
So you're saying that Eight Crazy Nights is on the bad part?
No, it's on tier 3 with Little Nicky.
Okay.
Every Adam Sandler movie that doesn't have Adam Sandler in it. So The Animal.
The Rob Schneider production.
The Schneiders.
Oh, so the Sandler verse, where it's like all of Adam Sandler's friends, and he just gives them money to make movies. So like Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes.
And Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
All the Blarts are in tier 3, which are worthless, awful movies.
The Zookeeper.
Yes. Hold on.
Is Joe Dirt a good movie? I never saw Joe Dirt.
I'll be honest, it's a no, but it's right there between tier 2 and tier 3.
Well, I mean, so you can be like a good movie with like quotation marks, even if you're bad.
It's a bad movie.
Okay, so it's just bad. It's not like, because I had this conversation where we were talking about like, God, what was it? It was during one of my D&D sessions, and it was about like a good bad movie, where like, what was the guy watching? He was watching some garbage. I wish I could remember, but it was like,
and tell me, I need to know.
It was like a sequel. God, it was like he was like, for some reason, watched like the Santa Claus 2.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's like garbage.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll spin back around to this because I have something to talk about with the Santa Claus.
Okay, because I like the. Okay. Tell us. Okay, any other. Yeah, because this is Christmas time, so we can roll into that. All right. Any other like? I have a couple of controversial Christmas movie takes myself.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Eight Crazy Nights or anything you want to get off your chest?
Honestly, don't watch it. It's been memed to death on the internet. Just watch those videos.
All right. So you were going to talk about Tim Allen's Santa Claus. Let's discuss.
So, I also had a discussion about the Santa Claus, which is Um, it works by you killing Santa Claus and taking the suit.
Yes.
But by doing so, you take the role of Santa Claus.
Yeah, you're contractually obliged. As soon as you put on that suit, you become Santa.
Therefore, the Santa Claus becoming Santa Claus is a curse.
It is a curse. It's a curse.
It is 100% a curse.
Oh, the Santa Claus one, which I do enjoy. I like the Santa Claus one. It was like Tim Allen experiences the body horror of becoming like Santa.
No, like, it goes beyond that because he also has an entire mentality change.
That's what I mean. Like that movie is about identity death. Tim Allen identity deaths into Santa Claus, and it's only perceived as like happy times because like Santa is a nice guy. Like he's, everyone likes Santa. He's nice.
Don't you want to be Santa? The answer is no.
No, I don't want to be Santa.
You're forfeiting your life.
I want to hang out with Santa.
So the question is, did the first Santa, was he just breaking into people's house hoping, please, oh God, please someone shoot me. Get me out of this curse.
Well, I think like, see, that's why we need like, instead of Wonka, we need Santa. We need to see like the foul bargain that Santa Claus had to create. Like he had to subjugate the elves at some point.
No. I'm saying that Santa Claus is a curse that God has put on Earth, and the elves are a part of it.
See, I think
because they're happy. They're like, when the first Santa died, they didn't really care. They're just like, okay, you're the new one, come and get in here. I think they're helping like continue the curse.
Well, so what you're saying is that Santa is like an elvish ritual, like a magical ritual, elvish high magic, which in Dungeons and Dragons they can't do. That's how elves can cast like 10th level spells, is by doing elf magic rituals. They've done it before. So like, but what you're saying is that like, to keep the ritual going, they have to make toys. They have to live at like the North Pole, because otherwise, like, the Santa Claus itself breaks, and then Santa is done.
Yes, and they need a willing. Well, not a willing.
No, it doesn't need to be willing. You just need. That's part of the ritual. That's one of my.
Become Santa.
That's like, I'm a huge fan of magic and magic systems where like belief and that kind of thing has a discrete and obvious like setting. It's so one of my 40k headcanons is that the reason why the Imperium uses like bipedal walkers is that similar to the orcs, like, because like the knights and the titans look like humans, they do more damage. Like if you were to have like a bane blade and a knight and they shot the same gun, the knight would do more because it looks like a man. And that's like,
it's shaped like the Emperor.
It's shaped like a man, and that would do more to the forces of chaos than like a bane blade, even though the gun is the same, because a tank is not a man. It is not overcoming the darkness. It's just a big old tank. But the knight has bipedal and is shaped like a man, and thus will do more damage. That's my headcanon. Because it's already established, like, the orcs do that. And the orcs are, like, a vaguely psychic race. And as we've...
And the humans already have kind of that going.
Yeah, the humans are vaguely psychic. Like, every human is, like kind of a psyker. So, like, it's the same thing.
We're not Eldar, but we're, like, we got a touch. We got a teeny tiny touch.
I would say humanity and orcs are very similar in terms of psychers. Humanity might be more so.
I mean, yeah, we might be more so, but we can't like come together.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. Or unless you believe that the Emperor himself is like that, because so many people worship the Emperor, that's what's actually keeping him alive.
Yeah.
But, that's just 40k theories.
Okay, but see, here's the thing, because in the Santa Claus 2, he's got a way out.
See, I've never seen the Santa Claus 2 or 3. I gave up.
So the Santa Claus 2 is... he's still Santa, but then they're like, all right, you forgot to read the fine print of the Santa Claus, and then below the fine print of the Santa Claus is, you have to have a Mrs. Claus. So you're going to start you're going to be turning back into Tim Allen.
Does he also, like, his personality revert?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so
that's
like,
why it's a curse. because
like
he's
he
still like,
is
I still want to be Santa.
okay. So he is, because that would be far more a nuanced and interesting movie if like he
Like he's
started to
starting to
turn
break out.
back into the businessman and he has to choose what he wants.
Like he's seeing the crack under the Santa mind conditioning.
Yeah, and it's like your moral dilemma of the Santa Claus too. And then if you put in a woman in there, like what happens to the lady? Does the lady get to be hot, or does she also have to turn plump and old?
I,
Like,
so we also had this discussion, which is okay. So can just anybody? The answer is no matter what, you're turning into Santa Claus.
yeah.
So if you're a woman, you turn into
Oh, you're
Santa
turning
Claus.
into a dude. Yeah, like you're turning
If
into man Santa. Like I'm
here's
sorry, that's what happens.
here's the problem: if you're any other color, you're turning white
I
and turning
agree.
into Santa
No,
Claus.
I super
It's a
agree.
curse.
Yeah, because it's
100%.
that's the thing. Like Tim Allen, like because he got fat and his hair turned white and he had a beard. Like if he was a black, he would turn into a white dude. I'm sorry, that's
Yes,
just what's gonna
100%. Yes,
happen.
that's how the curse works.
Yeah, like Santa is in that like a fat old white guy who's a jolly man. Like that's what you're turning into.
That's the curse. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a curse.
It's the best curse ever.
So what happens to the Mrs. Claus? Does she get to stay hot and young?
No, what's more important? What happened to the previous Mrs. Claus?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because she's not there.
No,
Is
here's the
Mrs.
answer
Claus
though.
not immortal? Does Santa have to go out and get like a new Mrs. Claus because she's not
Okay,
immortal?
the joke is for that, which is like right when Tim Allen killed the first Santa Claus,
Yeah.
cut back to the North Pole. Mrs. Claus is like carrying a tray of cookies, and she just disintegrates, and
Oh,
the
is it
tray
like
slams to the ground.
it's like in like Dragon's Dogma or whatever, where like the curse is
Yes,
broken and all the age immediately catches up with you and then you just turn to dust?
yes.
Oh, that's a raw. So basically you're immortal as long as the Santa is done, but once it's gone,
Yes.
you're gone. You're just
Now,
dust.
now Mrs. Claus has an incentive to make sure the curse keeps going.
Well, that would make sense.
Oh my god.
That would.
It's the man, this would be a great SCP.
It kind of. There was a SCP that was Santa, where it was about like Santa would just come into your house and give gift. Like there's an actual Santa that has to
Yes.
be appeased, and he will come into your house and give gifts. But if you like disobey the Santa, like actual like you are a bad child, then he takes you. Because it's revealed it's not elves that are making the toys, it's children. So
Oh,
like it's not a Krampus where like, oh, Krampus take. No, Santa will take you and put you to work in his shop, like the start of Fear and Hunger 2, forever. So you got to be a good child and get like some nuts and berries or like a carved horse.
just like come on, Disney. You're not making money right now. Just do
Yeah, get
this. It's
wild.
funny.
What happens in the Santa Claus 3?
Jack Frost wants to be so Santa Claus 3. We discover there's a pantheon.
Yeah, like the Guardians of Garhul or whatever that Jack Frost was, that movie.
Which one's Guardian? No, that's the Owl one.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think it's just
gal.
called the Guardian.
I think it's just the Guardian, where like the Easter Bunny is there.
Yeah. So yeah, like every year they have like a pantheon meeting of all the Christmas god or all the holiday gods, who I assume are also curses.
Well, I mean, you would assume so. Like it's a
Uh,
mimetic manifestation of
it's
like a
like
shared
it's like
psychology.
Mother. Oh, it's like Mother Earth,
Okay,
Father Time, the
yeah.
Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy.
This is also an episode of the Fairly Odd Parents, The Magic Muffin, where
Oh
like
yeah,
they
Jennifer.
all gave Timmy the gifts, and then Timmy had to use all of them to fight Denzel Crocker Galactus. I remember. Listen, there's also part of that movie where the monkey ate it, and then humanity was all now usurped by monkey. But
And it's like, all right. And Jorgen's like, listen, the deal is we have to have this. We have to go against the sentient creatures.
yeah,
All right,
the
monkeys
dominant.
now.
Yeah, it's monkey. That's how fairy world works. So anyway, yeah, you're telling me about the Santa Claus 3.
So then Jack Frost is like, I want to be Santa. I'm the winter guy. And Tim Allen's like, fuck you. But then like they make a contract or something that Tim Allen gets his life back in return for Jack Frost being the Santa Claus.
Okay.
In return for Dana Carvey being Santa Claus.
So, but does Jack Frost also turn? Does he get to stay evil, or does he turn like fat and jolly?
He turns fat and jolly into Santa Claus. As I said, it's a curse.
Yeah, because like to me, like the problem is that like you're gonna become a nice Santa Claus. You can't be evil and take that power. It's gonna start happening to you.
You're
just gonna be a nice guy who gives presents. That's it.
He literally sees the error of his ways at the end, and that's because the Santa Claus curse is activating.
Yeah. Like, it's impossible. It's a self-correcting thing.
The question is, if so, you kill him, you still kill Santa Claus, and you don't wear the suit. What happens next? Is it
waits.
Does it like sitting there compelling you to come wear it?
I think the suit will find a host. Like, it'll start showing up in your house or whatever. Like you'll be going to like put on a jacket and the suit will be like hanging up there. Or I mean, like a Santa Claus suit can be very tempting to someone, especially like years go by or whatever, and there's like a holiday party, and you go, I need a Santa suit to wear, and it's this one.
Just one just magically appears.
Yeah, one's, or like you buy one and then it transforms into the Santa Claus cursed one. You don't know. You put on that suit, it's over.
You look at the suit and just go, menacing aura.
Yeah, it's going to make you become Santa, and then everything's going to be okay. And then a lot of problems are going to start happening. Like, because then you start getting into the actual, like, problem of Santa Claus, which is, like... Alright, we're still going. It's obviously Santa is real, because, like, if... Okay, there are good children across the world. We all know this. We all know there are good children. And if you're a parent or whatever, and you bought your kid like some like Fortnite V-Bucks, and then you come down on Christmas Day, and then there's like a big old wrapped fire truck down there that neither you nor your partner or anyone gave, and it says from Santa, that means Santa's real.
Okay. So I also had this conversation.
Okay, yeah, we can talk.
Is it a mimetic ability where people will just forget?
Oh.
That, or is it that you don't tell the other person what you're getting?
I like the mimetic one a lot better. Where like a parent says they get the false memory of they bought the kid that toy truck.
Oh yeah,
we put from Santa. It's fake. What do you mean? Because that's the easiest way. Because they're like, yeah, of course Santa's not real. And then, but mentally you're like, but Santa is real. See, you need the God. What's that thing that SCP takes? Like the anti-mimetic pill.
Yeah,
you're able to see Santa.
Or you just got to be anti-mimetic.
Yeah, you're just, oh man, anti-memes is real bad. That's I like those SCPs where you find out when people are like immune to it, and then they start seeing crap and going nuts because everyone else is like, I don't see it.
Hold on a second. Okay, there's now a Santa Claus 4.
Is there a Santa Claus 4?
Hold on, let me see here. There is just a...
Oh, it's been revealed.
Yeah, trailer. Well, it's back at like the beginning or the end of November. They're like, hey, there's Santa Claus 4 is coming. Get ready.
Because like I saw they did a... Oh, God. Because like I saw they did a... recently, new Beverly Hills Cop for Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm like kind of into. I'm interested in it. They did a really good remix of the theme. And normally I don't like the idea of like old action hero or whatever coming back in the movie.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Santa Claus 4, the last chapter, comes out March 24th.
That's stupid.
I know that's dumb.
That's incredible.
Save it.
That's
Save
why.
that for next year.
Just bump it to at least after Thanksgiving. Like I it's okay if
Yes.
it's okay if a Christmas movie comes out around Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be that guy. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like don't release Christmas movie in the middle. That's like whenever they put like a Halloween movie in like June. It's like no.
Why? Why?
Don't do that. That's not the point. You put Tim Allen Santa Claus and you put it out like in December. Because that's when people want to watch the movie. People like no one's going to watch it in March. But whatever. Okay,
No.
other yeah, well I was saying Beverly Hills Cop. I watched the trailer for it. I'm probably going to watch it cuz it's on Netflix. And I like Beverly Hills Cop. And I hope they go more into like the like times have changed. Like this is God, I forgot his name. Oh, I'm blanking.
I'm
Not
trying to
not
remember.
not Eddie Murphy, the character's name.
Axel Foley.
Yeah, Axel Foley. This is like Axel Foley's like Metal Gear Solid 4 where he's old Snake. And he's just like I can't handle this anymore. What has Beverly Hills become? They're all TikToking now, like the Grand Theft Auto 4 and V-Bucks. But okay, here's one of my controversial
Okay. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm reading the trailer.
yeah.
Essentially, what it is Santa Claus is now like he has two kids, and he's training his son to become the new Santa Claus. But I guess the real Santa has been locked up
Oh, what?
by ancient magic, and he's coming back. So Tim Allen is false Santa. It is a curse. Oh man, this is even better.
Okay. Well, okay, I know it's not going to happen, and I'm setting myself up because I'm thinking of something cooler than it will ever do. But is it
It
going to
will
be
never
like
be.
Dark Souls? Where you're gonna have like the forgotten Santa King, and he comes up and he's like riding a dragon,
I
like the
wish.
Lost King, the Nameless King. Anne Orlando, Santa, he must go to Anne Orlando, the city of the
No,
gods.
Santa, you must awaken the flame,
Awaken the
the
first
flame of the
flame.
North Pole.
Yeah, the city of Yggdrasil or whatever. That the lost city. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay, that's a cool movie.
All right, that's a neat concept. All
The
right.
forgotten Santa. So you must go to the depths and discover Manos, the first man, and eat upon his flesh, Santa, the primeval
You must
man.
devour the humanity of the other Santa.
Yeah, that's what we want. Axel Foley
Oh
is
yeah,
Santa
Axel
Claus.
Foley.
Is Santa Claus.
Axel Foley is he still like lying to get through
Oh, he's still
stuff?
doing it, and like Judge Reinhold is there, and he's like old too. Like all the characters are back; they're just kind of old now, and it's like okay, I kind of get that. Even though I'm not a super huge fan of just here's the thing, here's your thing. Yeah, so like if they make Tim Allen Dark Souls, but like Christmas Dark Souls, like I'm okay with it. That's my only thing. Like the primordial Santa needs to be really cool looking. If he just looks like Santa, then it's not. But if he has like a sick ass like lightning sword,
He looks like an old grungy like European Santa.
yeah, the one with the cane. And he's like thin. Have you ever seen those Santas, like the mean Santas, where
That's
they're
what I
not like
like.
jolly and fat? They're like gangly. It's like here's German Santa, and he looks
It's
like
German.
gangly and like more of that Krampus is in there.
I love that.
That'd be cool. He has to fight him. He's using his dark powers. That's what we need. We need more dark powers. Put that in the movie.
Yes.
All right, so I kept getting distracted. Here's my holiday hot take. I think Jim Carrey live action Grinch is pretty good. I'm gonna be that guy. I like Jim Carrey live action Grinch.
I mean, yeah. It's the best.
I think there's some really good gags in that movie, and I like the scenes of trying to humanize the Grinch as as a child.
I will I will like stand by. It's the best. It may be one of the best Christmas movies you can watch.
It's very good. I like that one. I mean, okay. So I'm not gonna accept like Die Hard or Lethal Weapon as like the joke
No,
weapon of like Christmas movies because like okay, yeah, I get it. Like yeah, that's a good movie. Okay, but like Christmas movie, like Christmas ass Christmas movie. Is it Muppet Christmas Carol?
fuck, that's a good one.
So
That's a really good one.
so to me, like my top two are Muppet Christmas Carol and A Christmas Story.
My
Like
top two are
I also
Jingle All the
I was
Way
gonna say
and The
Jingle All the
Grinch.
Way and The Grinch are like my runners up. I really like Jingle All the Way a lot. I may even put Jingle All the Way in like the top one because I like a lot of things that happens in Jingle All the Way. I think it's a very good Arnold movie and it has like a good theme at the end. He became Turbo Man
For his son.
for his son. I also like in my like the phrase "it's a booster" to me is like always there, or like it's the reject that they have plenty of.
It was like, boo! No one wants
No
this.
one wants booster. No one wants it, and I think about that a lot. Like I need to get Turbo Man. Yeah, like that's a very good one. I like but like I think A Christmas Story is just has so many moments. Like my problem with A Christmas Story and why I would almost invalidate it is because it's like a series of vignettes and they're all like really funny, but not all of them Christmas.
Yeah.
Like the sexy lamp is hilarious. Where they get the sexy leg lamp, and he's like, it's a prestigious award. The dad's like,
Stupid, classic stupid dad.
it's so funny. And there's like a scene because like I remember it vividly. It's like where like he turn on the lamp and the mom's freaking out. And the kid's like starting to rub it, and she like slaps his hand away. It's like I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
This is awakening something within me.
Yeah, I mean, and like little orphan Annie, always drink your Ovaltine is
Yeah.
still like defend like oh man, I think, but that's not Christmassy. Like
No, that's just like kid.
that's like kid stuff. That's like child learning about the rigors of the real world, like washing your mouth out with soap, like getting in a fight. But like the Christmas, like that's a like So maybe we have to like I might have to take it down and put and put like Jingle All the Way because like if you removed the Christmas from A Christmas Story, I think the movie still works. Like if you set that at like Thanksgiving or whatever, other than seeing like the mall Santa and the Red Ryder BB gun shooting out your eye, like I think
Yeah.
the most of that movie still functions.
I feel like it's not a Christmas story, but it's a holiday story.
Yeah, it's like it could be you could title that like December with the Family and it would still
Yeah.
work. Like but yeah, it's still a good movie though. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Still
Childhood and winter.
child
That's
yeah,
the
if
next
it was
one.
called Childhood the Winter or like the last winter of childhood or whatever,
Oh, that'd be perfect.
still it would still work. Licking that pole, the Bumpus Hounds. Like, oh. So now, oh crap, we got to put in some other contenders as I'm thinking. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Where are we putting it? I think
It's top 10. It's top 10.
I would put it in like the tier 2, kind of like where we have like it's not my peak. It's not peak. I do not
No.
think it ascends the tier of we're gonna put. Okay, so let's put in our top. Our top. I'm gonna say Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm gonna
Yep.
put Jingle All the Way up there.
Yes.
I may put in the Grinch.
There's nothing to discuss about Muppet Christmas Carol.
No,
Good all around.
it's good. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
10 out of 10 movie.
It's the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol. No questions asked. Muppet Christmas Carol, thumbs up.
No reason to fight or say anything about it. It's good.
I cried when Kermit's little Tiny Tim's son was like, that like, oh man, oh boy, that hit childhood me.
After this, let's talk about some real Grinch activities.
Oh hell yeah,
that are going on.
I love Grinch activities.
Companies pulling a real Ebenezer.
Oh yeah, just firing all your people.
Right at the holidays.
Just fire them. Thank you, Bungie.
Thanks, Bungie. Merry Christmas.
They're just doing.
Here's the problem: Ebenezer Scrooge. He thought about it, but he didn't do it.
He was going to do
he was going to do it.
I would imagine like nowadays you'd have like the ghost, and then they like similar to like a Eustace bag, would just keep saying, "What's your offer?"
What's your offer?
Like Eustace to me is like the stubborn old man who just refuses the paranormal. And I feel like that is our current business class. We're like, yeah, Bungie laid off like everyone.
You could haunt them with the ghost, and they're like, "Oh no, I got enough money. I can deal with this.
No, I can deal with it." Bobby Kotick's not gonna. You can't haunt. He's already like. I assume that most CEOs and executives are haunted by like 3 to 4 ghosts telling them to stop doing it, and they just tune them out. It's like, oh, it's this white noise. That one just keeps rattling his chains.
I am constantly being haunted all the time, but I'm making so much money I could care less.
Oh, I don't care. I got all that money. So delicious.
We're gonna haunt your house. I will sell this house and buy a new one.
Yeah. Oh, you thought that Are You Afraid of the Dark episode where they had like the monster coming at you? Well, that's not a problem on my flying jet that never stops moving. Yes. Problem solved, idiot.
In fact, because I have to fly around more, there's another 1,000 people laid off.
Yep. You're laid off. That's the human sacrifice. I'm just gonna put you in. See, that'd be like my like Twilight Zone episode where it'd be like, I can't call it human resources because that's the Big Mouth spinoff, but like it would be similar to human, where it's like you've been reassigned to a part of the company that is designed to be a sacrifice for the CEO's folly. Or like, all right, you got to go into the back. We got to put 3 people into the back rooms every quarter. So you're one of them. You're in there. Oh, don't worry, you're not getting out. No one will find me.
You're not leaving.
You're not leaving. Listen, it cost less to like just throw you in there and bribe the police than my stock dividends of like giving away my money. That's how I would do it.
No, yeah, but you're like, that actually would be a better way to do it.
I also like a Charlie Brown Christmas. I think that one's really good. Hey Arnold Christmas is also way Christmas. Up there.
Oh fuck!
That one's a rough one. Helga did the right thing though.
All right, if we're throwing Christmas specials.
Yeah, we're throwing the Christmas specials. We're talking. This is the season. Any Christmas Hanukkah specials? I think the Rugrats Hanukkah special is quite good.
That is a good one.
Gotta put that in it in Hanukkah.
I'm like, Ed and Eddie Christmas special.
It's okay.
Take it or leave it.
I like the Dexter's Lab Christmas special where Dexter shaves Santa Claus. I think it's really funny.
Let's see.
What other Christmas specials? The Invader Zim Christmas special is very good. Because it also has the thing where, like, Zim becomes Santa, and it, like, takes him over, and he has to go into, like, the LCL fluid, but it's Santa Claus.
Oh, wait, shoot. I'm trying to remember the name of it. But it's a Christmas movie with, hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'll talk while you do it. I also like the, I think... Did Rocco have a good... No. I don't know if Rocco had a good... I can't remember. I know Rocco probably had a Christmas special, but I can't remember it.
I'm trying to remember. It's the Christmas special with Bryan Cranston, and he's like a dirtbag uncle.
I don't
And
remember.
they still Santa Claus's time stopping machine.
I have no idea what this
Hold
is.
on. 'Twas the Night. That's what it was.
Okay.
From 2001.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, he's like a dirtbag uncle. It's like, listen, we stole Santa's time freezing thing. All right, let's use it to just rob rich people and give to ourselves.
Hell yeah. I like it.
No, no, sorry. He says we're gonna take from the rich people and give to the poor, but then he's also like, I gotta pay back my loans to the mafia some way, some way.
I like this. So then he runs afoul of the mob and Santa.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, those are what. Every American Dad Christmas special, I think, is great.
Oh, everyone where yes.
Yeah, because they have to like fight Santa.
Death.
Like,
Because one year they killed him, and it's like, well, now we got to keep fighting.
yeah, every year it's like you must combat him, and then like the one year where his dad became Krampus to fight Santa.
Only for his dad to give up Krampus for some reason.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't want to do it anymore.
No, it's yeah. So American Dads are good. I think Simpsons has good Christmas episodes. Generally, I mean that was like the Santa's Little Helper. That's like a Christmas episode.
God, that's the first one.
Yeah, that's like a good one.
Find a little dog out in the cold on Christmas.
Yeah, that's the new.
Because you're trying to find the perfect gift.
Yeah, because you bet it all on Santa's Little Helper, and then you got Santa's Little Helper.
You
What
lost
else?
everything.
I think King of the Hill has okay Christmas episodes, but they're not like fantastic.
No, they're
not-
like just your basic King of the Hill
Yeah,
episodes.
they're good, but they're never like amazing. I'm thinking of other like anything else that's jumping out of my brain.
Like nothing beyond like just whatever garbage was getting pumped out on Disney at the time.
Yeah. Oh, like
And
yeah.
then like, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, to me it's like your standard like, oh, here's like the Sweet Life and Zack and Cody Christmas special. Like I don't know what that was.
No, yeah, or whatever. What is it? The
I'm-
Even Stevens Christmas thing,
or just or we're gonna say the equivalent of the Lifetime original film, but like for children. You know, the one where like the woman, the rich city lady that goes back to her country home, and then she discovers that like the hunky man that like works on like a Christmas tree farm, and then they form a relationship, and then she goes, I'm gonna give up that big city life and live in the country with Hunk Man.
I don't know if they realized that everyone knew that's what it was, but they've started to change Lifetime movies now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now it's more like, hey, is there a ghost? Is there magic going on?
Oh, hell yeah, they're trying to appeal to me. And they know that if you put in the deep lore, I may be like into it.
There's
That's
like
all
some
it
horror
takes.
aspect or a stalker.
Oh, okay, because I thought it was going to be like they're all connected in the cinematic universe of the Grand
wish.
Curse. The Grand Curse. All right, we need to talk about this before I forget. Warhammer. Amazon, the contracts have been signed. The Warhammer TV show will happen. Or movie.
Amazon's doing pretty well right now, so I'll give it to them.
I think Amazon has like a 50-50 hit rate. Like, it really... Okay, so I've been thinking about this. What do you want the Warhammer TV rollout to be? Let's just say you got one TV show and one movie to show, like, here it is. Here is Warhammer. Like, what do you do?
It's easy. It's Inquisitor Eisenhorn.
Okay, so you go Eisenhorn.
I think Eisenhorn is the perfect entry into it.
See,
Like
okay.
there's sometimes big stupid robots and mutant space marines, but then mostly it's just a guy talking to people with his psychic powers.
See, like I
I
think
think a lot of people can get into that.
I think Eisenhorn/Inquisitor is valid, especially if you get the right guy for it. My personal preference, and I don't think you're wrong. I want to be clear. Like, your choice is my number 2. My number 1 is you go Imperial Guard, because I think with like Gaunt's Ghost Imperial Guard story, because you basically
that's a good one.
you have
That was my third. Yes.
you have your band of brothers. People understand it. you have you have like, okay, we have our plucky space, our plucky marines, our plucky Astra Militarum, our guard. They're fighting the evil mans that are devil worshippers, but they're actually summoning devils. And that way you also get to have like a sequence where the space marines show up and do something cool, but only for like one episode or a bit. Because like you can't, it's hard to have like a space marine show up in an inquisitor story and do space marine things, but like an ultramarine can come down and fight some dudes and you'd be like, yo, that ultramarine was really cool in episode 6 where he showed up, and then the show was over and we didn't have to have the CG to keep him on screen for 4 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
I think so, but I think we're both agree that like you either start off with like humans. You don't start off. I think
You cannot. We cannot start out with Ultramarines or Space Marines.
I was going to say the biggest mistake is if they say we're doing the Horus Heresy. You do not
Yes.
do the
No,
Horus
no.
Heresy, and you do not do Space Marines. You don't.
Now, I'm not saying like the Horus Heresy stuff is good. It's really
Oh, it's
good.
really good. No, that you don't
It's
do
not
it
gonna
first.
translate, no.
You do not do Horus Heresy for. It's like I would say to compare it to Marvel. You don't start off with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like
You don't start off with Batman versus Superman.
yeah, you don't start off with like yeah, you start off either slow or like you usually you start off with Batman because Batman is
Give-
very grounded and then you build
Yeah.
from there. Like that's how you
Give me a
do.
little introduction. Give me the Sororitas fighting, like
yeah.
Eldar or something.
Yeah. You could do
Give,
some
give
stuff.
me the give me the Tau fighting the guard.
Oh no, I think Tal's a little much. Like I think like Necrons, you don't put the Necron. I don't know. You could do some like Mechanicus stuff. Mechanicus could be
Ooh,
okay. Mechanicus can work because you always do. To me, the Mechanicus Necron dynamic is my favorite in the entire thing because it's like the humanity trying to shed their like flesh, and then the Necrons want it back. It's cute. It's a cute dichotomy. But I feel like also no orcs. Do not do orcs in your opening.
No.
I like.
You stick with Drakari or Chaos.
I think you start with chaos.
Or no, sorry, just Colts and
I
maybe some Gene Stealers.
I think yeah, like Gene Stealers are fine. I think that's like because like my second or third is like one of the Warhammer crime novels where it's just like dystopian crime thing, and then at the end it turns out it was Gene Stealers or something. So you start to get the little hints and flavor in there.
Yeah.
Like I think we agree. Like you have to. What was okay? So like. Imperial Guard was your second, and Eisenhorn was your first. What's your number 2? Or what was your second?
Oh, my second. It's just one I'd really like, but it's definitely not going to happen.
No,
It's just Flight of the Eisenstein.
Okay, so yeah, that's like to me that's horsehair, and that's a cool one.
That's a cool one. It's all it is it's on a ship. All you have to do is make hallways, and it's mostly people talking with very few fights.
Because there's one like because we're trying to think of like reasonable. Like to me, like we don't want to blow out the CG budget starting out. To me, that's like death. You don't want like if people don't like it, you don't want to have like your multi-billion disaster. Like
I don't want to start out with a War for Armageddon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I think the Horus Heresy, you can't start out. Now, if you do like if you got like 2 or 3 good TV shows, and they're all well liked, and 1 or 2 movies, and people like them, then go for it. But don't start off with like don't put all your eggs in that basket. Don't give people the infinite and the divine if they like. That's not how you start off Warhammer.
Let's start off right. High Fleet Behemoth.
Yeah, there you go. A Tyranid documentary. We're going all in. Although I had an idea for like a Tyranid show that would it'd be like a Gene Stealer patriarch, and he learns about what like a Gene Stealer patriarch is, and he's trying to stop himself from making his cult too large to attract the High Fleet because he understands that like once they get here they're gonna take me over and kill us all. and I
He's
don't
trying
want
to
that to happen.
reel them in if they're going too hog
Yeah, so
wild.
he's like, yeah, he has to like, and
No,
it's
no,
like,
no, no, come on, come on.
like we,
That'd be a good little comedy.
yeah, because it's like you have, yeah, that's my call, because he's like, okay, gang, we can't just turn it off because our biological, but we can't go too hard, so we have to start sabotaging ourselves, because if we don't, the bugs are gonna come eat us all, and they're gonna subsume my like subconscious, and I don't want that. That's bad.
I'm kind of liking being aware.
It's pretty great. Not gonna lie, I got myself a good thing going here, and I might have to get ruined. We can have Adam Sandler voice the psychic gene stealer patriarch. There we go. But yeah, I think I agree with you. Like maybe not specific, like it, and when we say like Eisenhorn, it doesn't have to be specifically Eisenhorn. It could be like another Inquisitor.
Yeah, no, it just Eisenhorn is just the best.
It's why I say like Gaunt's ghost. It's not
Yeah,
necessarily that, but it's like, yo, if you Imperial Guard the or your Inquisitor, because that gets you kind of what you need to know what it is.
like you're all of the stories is just oh, here's this basic guard, and then hey, look, there next to him there's the Krieg guy, and then next to him is the insane Cadian, and then down the hall is the Catachin
Yeah, there's
jungle
Rambo.
fighter.
There's Rambo. He's
There's
just
Rambo over
Rambo.
there. They're all kind of interacting
Yeah,
in the trenches.
exactly. Because and to me, like once you have like your trench set, you don't have to like you can save your CG budget for when like the Damon engine gets showing up and they have to blow it up.
Ooh, hold on. If they're doing that, what I want to happen is every episode the main character dies, and then we just move to somebody
Oh,
else.
of course.
As it just keeps going.
See, there's like you have it's kind of like your commissar or whatever, and that person's like you start you have to. I think you kill every other character, maybe not all the time, because it has to be a real threat of like, nah, they just die, because that's what happens in God's Ghost.
Yeah.
Is generally like a third of them die at the end of every book.
Oh wait, no. Who's the Shit, I'm trying to remember. Who is it?
The sniper, Mad
Thaddeus
Larkin.
Kane.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Dude, oh
Caiaphas
no,
Kane
that's
works.
the great one.
That'll
That's
do.
perfect.
That I think because that's also yes, I agree. I agree. I would put that on the list. Caiaphas Kane
Oh,
works
I forgot.
1,000%.
Never
But
mind, Kai.
oh, you cut out. Nolan.
No, I want my Captain Tyler, but in 40K settings.
Oh yeah, the irresponsible Captain Caiaphas Kane. Yeah, like that's him.
Yeah.
Like I agree. I agree, and I think that would work because it's a little bit more lighthearted. It also allows you to get the grimdark. But yeah, so basically what we're saying is we want humans.
It keeps that. Yeah. It keeps that like the Invincible and the Boys feel where this is very serious, but also let's have some laughs.
I think that's I didn't consider that until you said it, but I agree with you like 1,000%, because
Shit, yeah.
it is that's the tone of like Invincible and the Boys, and I'd even say like Reacher to an extent. I haven't seen the new Reacher, but the first one where it's
Sorry.
because
Go ahead.
like Reacher is the big strong dude and he fights people, but there's also some jokey bits in there.
No, the joke is every problem is solved because he's so large and powerful.
Yeah, like that was the book. I read the book, and the author he basically said, "What if I wanted to write a story in which there is no it's David versus Goliath, but Goliath is the hero and he wins because he is the strongest and largest." And it works. I love.
There's no problem solving. He's just larger. That's why
He's
wins.
very large. He's large and smart, and he's tougher than you, and he will outthink you, and that's it. That's
At
how
any point, is there someone that is equally or larger than Jack Reacher
there
for him to
is.
go against?
There is in one of the books. It's one of my favorite parts. So, spoiler for like a Jack Reacher book where he has to like fist fight a dude
Who cares?
who's
Only dads are watching that show.
Oh yeah, it's peak dad fiction. I think it's great. I think it's superb.
What is,
Rich
I
Evans
keep
talked
remembering
about
that
it. So
I
basically,
see.
So okay, so there's Jack
Sorry, go ahead.
Reacher, and he's fighting this dude, and this dude's just bigger than him. It's like all of Jack Reacher's normal things he's doing just aren't working. Like one of Jack Reacher's secret techniques is he just headbutts someone in the face, like straight to the nose, and then they can't handle it because he goes, listen, secret technique: if someone's trying to get up in your business and you feel like a fight's gonna start them, just headbutt them directly in their nose. It'll break them and freak them out. So like none of his techniques are working. Jack Reacher, like the guy hits him harder. And he goes and like you see the fight, and Jack Reacher's just getting his ass kicked. Because even though Jack Reacher is really strong, he's like human strong. Like in the show, like he fights like four guys at once, but he comes out of it like hurt, which is still like superhuman. Like let's not lie. Like fighting like
Yeah.
four dudes, like not like tough, like your typical like drunk, like oh, I'm at a bar, but like military dudes, and he beats them up, but he comes out hurt. So like Jack Reacher is like human standards, but he's still like on the verge of it. So what happens is he's fighting this dude, the guy's beating him up, and then Jack Reacher goes, and then he did the fatal mistake because he started to get cute, and he tried to do a kung fu spin kick on him. And Jack Reacher sees him, and he starts to like he turns his back and does like a stupid spin kick. And Jack Reacher's like, at that moment I knew. So as hard as I could, I stomped on his knee and broke it. Because he did some stupid spin kick, and he goes, if he didn't do that stupid spin kick, he would have just beat me up raw. I couldn't beat him.
I would have lost. I would have
But
lost.
then
hard.
he broke the guy's knee, he falls over, and then Jack Reacher just like curb stomps him until he dies. And he's like, yep, that's what happened. So don't do a stupid spin kick in the middle of your fight. But yeah, it's great.
Don't be cutesy with it. Just keep going.
No, yeah, just punch the man, and like if you're gonna just grab the man, just punch him, and like don't do your cutesy like I saw this in the Matrix and I'm gonna do it to you. Not how it works.
So I keep remembering that one tweet, which was, Jack Reacher is like, what if Sherlock's Holmes, instead of using knowledge, he used his large body and his
No, that is true.
sorry, his size of a noble ogre to solve problems.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good solution. I'm not gonna lie. When you can just walk like, and it's kind of like the Batman scenario where like, listen, being a detective is good and all, but being walking into the Falcones and just beating them all up is also an option. Like we could case the joint and be like, all right, that's okay. That actually got me thinking because I talked about Batman. Is I watched a little bit of Titans, aka live action Teen Titans from a while back.
Oh, sorry,
WB's Titans, and like that show. There's like one thing I think is kind of interesting in it, and they flub it. And that's the idea of Dick Grayson Robin trying to be a detective, like a normal detective, but the temptation to just do things the Batman way is like there. So it's like instead of like, all right, we gotta case out the joint and find evidence, when in his brain he's like, I could just put on the Robin suit, go in there, and just beat them all up. But I can't do that because that's against the law. And I'm like, that's an interesting idea. I like that. I really like that. They don't do much with it. It kind of goes away. It just turns into slop. And I eat the slop.
I think most of those CW shows just turn.
Oh, they all turn into slop. You gotta eat the slop like the piggy you are. Oink, oink. But yeah, I like that one idea. I like Jack Reacher. I think Reacher's great. That first season's great. I don't know. I haven't seen the season 2.
I think Reacher is like a dumb but perfect dad show.
Oh, it's peak dad fiction. It is peak dad. Like if you're in the genre of dad fiction, it is peak. The only issue is that I distinctly remember in like the books. It's like the show, the actor's like 30s, kinda. Like he's like normal. In the books, they describe him as distinctly like late 40s, early 50s. And there was a line I remember where he was saying like, "I'm even stronger and tougher than I was when I was a child. When I was in my 30s. I'm only getting stronger the older I get, the more seasoned, like a fine cut of beef or something." Where I was
Is
like,
this a Tom Clancy
they had Jack Ryan.
book or is it something else?
No, Jack Reacher's different. The problem is that Amazon
Okay.
did Jack Ryan, who is Tom Clancy, and Jack Reacher, who is not. And they're both
Oh,
Jack
okay. But I was
R.
confused. So I'm also really curious. When does this giant ogre become Tom Cruise? That's the real question.
Well, that's one of the other books. That
When
book.
does he shrink down?
Well, I mean that's
and
that's
lose
the
his mask?
multiverse. That's the Jack Reacher multiverse. You see, because multiverses are popular. The Tom Cruise Jack Reacher movie is the first one. I think it's pretty good because it's weirdly well shot. And they have to, because it's Tom Cruise, they have to make him more actually Sherlock smart and less like just gigantic.
Yeah.
It has my favorite
That's
line.
why I like that movie.
My favorite part.
I haven't seen the second one.
The second one's not as good, but the first one has like my favorite part of that movie is when Jack Reacher realizes it's an inside job, is because he goes to like the federal investigator and he's like, "You figured out the man had his thumbprint on one of like the quarters he put into the coin machine." And that is such like a move that I would not have ever considered it. Thus, you cheated. Because that's like, no one would have ever said, drain all the coin, like the parking meters and cross-check the quarters with the thumbprint. That's stupid. And I was like, oh man, that's incredible. I love it.
Oh man. Sorry, I'm looking at YouTube and I'm seeing just Jack Reacher destroys 4 arrogant guys. Yeah, he's like a foot taller than all of them.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Man, if only I was like 6
Jack
foot.
Spark stops a carjacking. Like, yeah, I do that too. No one can stop me.
Well, listen, if only I was a
Jack Reacher versus dog abuser.
Oh, that part's great. He just walks in. Yeah, it's like, listen, we could all. It's kind of like how we.
He's just hopping over the fence because he sees a dog with a bowl.
Oh yeah, no, that guy, like, yeah, that's one of the things. And he just beats up the man. What's he gonna do? He's like, Jack Reacher's like, you know, it's like how we all consider, like, we've all done it. Like, man, if I had superpowers, it'd be great. Man, but it's like, what if we just had the superpower of being jacked and like 6 foot 6?
What if I was just large? What if I was just a large monster?
Being like 6'6", cut and like 300 pounds is good. That'll do. Maybe not 300, but you know, like he's big. He's a large man. If you're
no, he's like 260 or something.
Yeah, he's large.
He's 260, 280. He's a monster.
He is a beefy boy.
As I said, he has the disposition of a noble ogre.
Yeah, it's one of the, like we said, like you always think like, man, if I had like Spider-Man powers, like I think we were overestimating. Jack Reacher proves you don't need to have that many superpowers.
No,
just being really big and like, what are you gonna do? Like, yeah, you're like drunk and
Reacher has a diner brawl against 3 guys. I'm like,
yeah,
look at him.
You're like, yeah, you're drunk and you're drunken 6'1" redneck with a beer belly. You're not gonna do good. It's not gonna work out very well when you put out your
That's me fighting a 12-year-old child. Yeah, of course I'd win.
You're gonna pull out your switchblade. He's gonna like grab your hand and stab you with it and say, "Quit stabbing yourself." I'm sorry, Jack Reacher. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack Reacher. I didn't know. I should have thought for a second. Oh no, maybe this giant ogre can't fight. And
Maybe
maybe I'll
bullying
win.
the strong was the bad idea. Because bullying the weak had worked so well. So I considered, why not it work on the large man?
Yeah.
Oh, it's working terribly. Anyway, have a happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah. Have a happy holidays and a happy new
Happy
year.
New Year. Bye.
Bye.